Days of Our Life spoilers. Jordan Ridgway never did disclose exactly who the father of her son was, although she did disclose that he was terribly dangerous and that she didn't want him anywhere near her son, David Ridgway. Well, assuming that Ray Fernandez does go ahead and pursue permanent legal custody and adoption of David, you'd think that at some point there would be a court-ordered DNA test to make sure 100% that David was Evan's son. In fact, if Evan challenged the adoption on grounds that he's the biological father, it would seem that he'd need to offer irrefutable proof that he's the dad. Could Evan perhaps get a huge surprise and find out he's not the biological father? As Days of Our Lives viewers know, Evan spent many months looking after David as his nanny, and eventually Rafe realized why. Evan was David's unhinged biological father. Then, things got even weirder when it turned out that Evan was the son of supervillain Orpheus, making David Orpheus's grandson. David was eventually kidnapped by Evan and Orpheus, and it was a terrible time for Rafe until David was safely found. Finally, Rafe has David back. But things don't look so great for Rafe on his quest to adopt David, now that bio-dad Evan is in the picture. Given how things tend to go on Days, it's likely that Evan will probably stake on the charges against him for Jordan Ridgway's murder, and if he does, he could put a quick end to Rafe's adoption plans. But could there be a twist coming? The buzz is that Evan's story might not be all on the up and up. Could Evan possibly think that he's David's father, but in reality he's not? It's always possible that Jordan was with someone else around the same time she was with Evan, and that she never really interacted with Evan in order to tell him that he wasn't the father of her baby. We'll see what happens here. There certainly seems like there's more to Evan's story that will come out down the line. As you might know by now, Galen Gearing will be leaving the show later this year, and so one possible outcome is that Rafe could learn that David isn't really Evan's child before leaving Salem with David. Do you think that there's a chance that Evan isn't really David's biological father? We'll give you more updates as other Days news comes in. Stick with the Days, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and check back often for the latest Days of Our Life spoilers, updates, and news. We'll see you again.